Good morning. We're live now. Oh,
All right, we're live. Good morning, everybody.
it's a beautiful
Good
morning.
morning, everybody.
Good morning, Dr. Nelson and Aliyah.
I have
And
three announcements.
let's see, we're going to put this Dr. Kiltz. There we go. Done. Go live on Instagram also. Let's see, what's the date? What day of the week is it? Where are we at in this world?
Wait, it's the 9th. It's the 9th.
9th of October, 2025. I'm in Central Florida. Alia, it's somewhere
In the
south.
And where's Kiltz?
He's in Syracuse.
I'm in Syracuse, New York. I'm a traveler. I'm in surgery all day today. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some content creation on keto, carnivore, and I've heard through the grapevine that Kiltz has given up carnivore.
Did you see all the comments?
What? Okay, has Kiltz given up carnivore, Dr. Nelson?
No, you
People are
just
not
have
happy you
changed
said
that up a little bit.
We're just
Okay.
changing it up. I'm adding salmon. I'm doing a 5-day fast that might go to 6 or 7. I'm adding some salmon and I'm mixing it up. But I'm also giving a strategy for all of us.
Right.
Keto works for a lot of people, and so does paleo.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to be so dogmatic and polarizing. My job here is to invite everyone into this story. And Dr. Nelson, do you think that paleo and keto help a lot of people?
Of course.
And if you're feeling great on those things, is it necessary to eat only meat all the time?
As long as you're doing well and tolerating the things you're adding that are not animal. Because some people are at a point, maybe they'll improve, and many do. I do know of many people who have been carnivore, resolved some issues, and added vegetable, fruits, or anything
Small
else.
amounts from time to time, kind of like
Yeah.
Kiltz's ice cream, but less in some way, right?
Yeah, people are very angry. It's only a small
No,
percentage about potato.
They're again. Well, our job, what we're doing in life is our like, hey, you can't do that. Right, but anger doesn't help any of us.
No, it doesn't.
Polarization doesn't help any of us.
No.
We want to tame the beast within all of us, right? And okay, so Kiltz CAC score went up, CT angiogram showed a little progression in plaque, good blood flow, good heart function, good electrical conduction, and feels great. And so I talked to Dr. Boz, Dr. Ovadia, Dr. Nelson, and it was like I'm throwing in some of Kiltz health supplements. I'm doing a little bit more omega-3s. I'm doing a little more vitamin D and vitamin K, and I'm adding some salmon. And we're softening the story.
Yeah. And I eat chicken on a regular basis, maybe no more than a couple of times a month. I do eat salmon maybe 4 times a month. Chicken, turkey, fish, usually just salmon or tuna. Oh, I did break my fast last night after 72 hours. And
well, which is okay.
And restarted it. So next Saturday night I'll be breaking my this next fast.
And ultimately, Aliyah, I'm working on ways that we can help people. And we have our male and our prenatal vitamins through molecular fertility, but I'm thinking many of these things are not just for having babies, but ultimately improving your life. And so we talked a little bit about supplementation. Maybe it's a little bit of an insurance policy. And I'm realizing that despite liver, sunlight, carnivore, my vitamin D was low, and for a long time. And I'm realizing, well, hey, I'm going to take some of these to build it up. So I'm even taking some iodine now, and I'm even taking a probiotic, if you believe that.
I got Caesar who's taking a probiotic.
Yeah, and so, oh my God. But what I'm realizing is that because I got colitis a couple of weeks ago, I mean, it was just water running. I could not, I had to like I had to sit on the throne, the porcelain throne. I couldn't move. And even though I had to go do surgeries, it was like, okay, I got to get someone else to do it now. There's things out there, and I was on all these antibiotics, antifungal, antiviral, and ivermectin parasites, and it just wreaked even more havoc on me. So I believe it or not, I also did a little bit of kefir and yogurt, a really good raw, and I added a pinch of honey in order to add a pinch of sweetness from time to time. Oh my God. But I am still a carnivore lifestyle. And the whole point of this, it's a lifestyle. And even to the point of, I was talking to Kathy this morning about GLP-1s. And should people never take a GLP-1? Or might there be a place to kickstart in some people sometimes with the proper knowledge? I don't know that answer.
I mean, I don't know that is the definitive answer, but I think many people can be helped by the GLP-1 when they are very, very metabolically sick. I don't, just for weight loss, someone who's completely healthy shouldn't use it. I've always been opposed to that, but someone who has very severe diabetes and is not yet in the best control, they can use the help of a GLP-1 if things are not moving along.
And
it should be temporary, by the way.
Well, it's yeah, right on. Again, it's like we either have the always and never, the polarities, right? And I think what I'm working on to share the idea is there's a lot of gray zones and there's a lot of motion and movement, right? And as I talked to my good friend Marie Emmerich about protein sparing modified fasting, and I've been like, no, you need more fat. But in fact, Marie Emmerich's protein sparing modified fasting is like a GLP-1, but sometimes I know our Adrienne, right? She's been taking the GLP-1 and using that a little bit to, again, we're in a world of an addictive amusement park, and it is effing hard.
8 a.m. this morning, we're releasing a part of a conversation with you and Nick Norwitz talking all about GLP-1. So it's interesting that you're bringing this up now. So I'm glad.
I get, and Nick Norwitz is amazing. I mean, we got so many great people out there. Eddie Goki. I mean, the young people that are bringing a vibrancy to this space, right? And I'm listening to Michaela Peterson and talk about her father Jordan, and ultimately prayers. We need to be praying gratitude for the journey and the health and wellness in all of us. And I wear this as a symbol of spirituality, whether you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish, atheist, agnostic, doesn't matter. But meditation, prayer, positivity, mindset, how important are those things?
Very, very important.
And one of my favorite books, The Gift of Spirit by Prentice Mulford. If you haven't read this book, you must. And I recently received the another great book that I'm enjoying,
Mm.
Tragic Magic. Regan Caruthers. And we need to get her on in the morning show.
All right.
And maybe do our carnivore conversations and sharing again. Maybe their tragedy is the gift for strengthening and growing all of us.
I believe so. We had a super chat from Mark Crawford. Thank you so much for your super chat. Dr. Kiltz. Oh, were you going to say something?
You just had a post there. Who did Dr. Nelson? Mindset is more important than diet itself.
Yeah, Maureen says mindset is more important than diet itself.
And what do I always say? What's first? Faith or food?
Faith.
Faith first. That's mindset.
Yep.
Faith, food, fasting, fat, fitness. That's it.
Exactly. Oh, Michael says something. Kiltz Nelson, I believe possibly GLP-1 showed me that I could reduce my A1C to a confidence, then go carnivore. That's improved my health immensely. Is that a question?
We at Kiltz Health and CNY Fertility offer GLP-1s, and we're working on how Kiltz Health can embrace and help people order every test they want, and that we can also work on our ability to order some of these things, help you get the supplements that we all need, not just for making babies, or for making the most important baby, which is you, right? We sort of get to adulthood and we start trashing ourselves. But would you feed a child alcohol or marijuana? No.
Dr. Kiltz, I wanted to let everybody know that in 6 days, we're 6 days, we're starting the next round of the Kiltz Health coaching course. The first call will be with me on the 15th, an orientation call, and then the rest with Dr. Nelson. 6 days, yeah. And we are making 1,000 first, but then we're making thousands and thousands of Kiltz Health coaches.
Infinite. Yes, you're right. And again, Dr. Nelson and Alia have been spearheading this project for all of us, to make this just accessible and affordable. Remember, you're investing. What's the monthly cost of the course if you did the course and paid it over 1 year? Or 6 months or whatever it is. I mean, it's like buying Starbucks coffee.
It's like $125 over 4 months or $110 over 4 months. Let's see.
Yeah, but we're working on PayPal and all those others to do it even over 12 months.
Yeah, it's like $37.50 a month if you want to pay over 12 months.
Right, $1 plus a day to invest in learning and giving you the power that Dr. Nelson and I only were able to obtain being accepted to medical school. I mean, what percentage of people that have the intent to go to medical school and apply and don't get in?
Maybe
it's
many.
Big. I don't know the exact number, but
yeah, I don't either.
Wow, I didn't know there was such a gate. There was a gate to get.
Oh, not everybody gets into medical school.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, the majority. But what we're doing is we're creating a medical health education, but it's also history, philosophy. We're really growing this. Kiltz Health University or Kiltz Academy. I don't know what we're calling it, but we're throwing mud, just like Jordan Peterson Academy, which I recommend everyone join in order to learn more. And we're feeling the energy of Jordan Peterson healing every day, and we're all doing this together. Remember, be the shining light, not the polarity of separation. Be the shining light to bring us all together. But it is a journey of warriors.
That's right. I also wanted to say tonight it's Thursday. So what happens on Thursdays? We have our third call for the week with Dr. Nelson and the Kiltz Mighty Tribe, and tonight we have Coach Raymond. I guess you guys can talk all about fasting tonight.
and
At 3 p.m. we have
Oh,
Coach
Rebecca.
Rebecca on a live stream on YouTube, and at 5:30, Raymond Nason, is that how he pronounced his last name? Nason or Nason?
Nazan, Raymond Nazan, something like that.
Nazon.
Nazan.
Salt licking, critical. And by the way, all of us, what we're working on is sort of like might even be a high school degree, then an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, master's degree, a PhD degree, and how we can all gain these things through the content we all create together. And, it's almost like, think about Wikipedia. And what we want to do is create the Kiltz Academy, which basically we're all contributing. And, you go from a student to a teacher. And, such an important thing for all of us.
That's right.
We have some questions.
Let's go for it.
I just want to say one last little announcement here that mark your calendars, and below you can sign up in the description to get onto the list so we can have a meetup, a Kiltz Mighty Tribe meetup. We're going to eat dinner at Terra de Gaucho. I just need to know the number of people you're paying for yourself, but we're all going to eat dinner together. Terra de Gaucho, 14 November, after the first night of Hack Your Health. So there you go. You can sign up below. You can sign up on kiltzmeetups.com, and you can also sign up on drkiltz.com. Any of those places.
And then we're working on a meetup in December in Sarasota. Are we not?
Yeah, we are. I need to nail down the location. Can we have Orlando?
Well, maybe we do Sarasota. There is a Texas to Brazil or a Rodizio there.
Okay, good. We'll do that.
And maybe we can do sort of on the 13th. A VIP dinner at the house, and then a meetup for all of us. Again at a local spot where we do 2 to 3 hours or 3 to 4 hours of Q&A, sharing stories, and then we do Rodizio or something like that. I think Sarasota would be great. Plenty of people. Again, you coming from Tampa, you come from Orlando, come from Miami, or you come from anywhere in the world. And people want to travel the world. Then maybe we get down to Colombia. I'm open to that. Mexico City. I'm going to be in Sydney, Australia. I'm going to be in England next year. And Dr. Nelson is getting his passport.
The dates in December are. It was the 13th, but you just added the Friday, so.
Let me see. I'm sorry.
12 and 12/13. 12/12 and 12/13.
Oh, all right. So the Friday or Saturday, Sunday is our other way to do it. But that's either 12/13 or 13/14. Yeah. But we'll find out what
pool party on Sunday.
And a pool party on Sunday. Maybe that's the next. Maybe we'll have a pool party Sunday event, and or we do that on a VIP on Friday. And remember, all the proceeds go right back into invest in the mission of healing humanity around the globe. And we are supporting Healing Humanity, our good friend Carrie Mann, Adam Lacey, but all of us together, right? This is remember. It's the shining light, not to push us away, but to bring us together. And that's really an important part of this. Christopher Ovard, blessings to all. Ken Brimmer, losing my shirt, listening to this new version of Kiltzy. Yeah, it's Kiltzy Kiltz XZY. Love it. William Cook, Diane Hill, Jennifer Bailey, Carrie Klein, Sarah Martin, Carrie Klein. And I think what we're working to do as we're adding the different levels of KMT, let's work on throwing in a shirt or a hat for Kiltz Mighty Tribe or Kiltz Health or whatever we're doing, or a Dr. Nelson at drkiltz.com hat, something fun.
Exactly. Let's see. Now we'll get to the questions. By the way, we had a guest this morning. we'll see. We'll see what happens. I re-invited him. Lewis, how long will Dr. Kiltz be on the new diet? Since the progression of heart disease is gradual over time, it will take a long time to see results.
Oh, I don't have heart disease. I have a healthy heart, by the way. See, I go to the doctors and they do these tests and they say, you got this. And I say, I'm healthy and well all day long. God's got this anyway. But look, I don't know what I'm going to do in a year, 5 years, or 30 years. Do you, Dr. Nelson?
No.
You know, you might find me on the raw vegan side and you'd be like, fuck, what happened to you? Now, again, I have complete honor for my brothers and sisters in the raw vegan side, but I was reading a story of a gal that went to like Bali. You know, she was emaciated, just eating raw vegetables, and she died. Now, again, we're all going to die. How and when, it's up to God. But Lewis, what do you think? I should switch over to the new iguana diet.
So, but Rick is pointing out that you're literally not on a new diet. You're just
I
eating
know
fish.
it. But again, remember, it's my Live It plan. And I'm like, you know, what did I usually say about fish and chicken?
That you hated them.
They stink. No, they stink. But remember, you must eat them fresh, where beef you can eat dry aged. Now you can dry fish and things like that, but I think, but it's massively salted, by the way. But look, I'm still going to eat beef with my buddies, my brothers and sisters, for sure.
Let's see. Quick there. Oh, let's get the next question. I started testing BS. Is that blood sugar?
Blood sugar.
Average 71 to 83, 2 hours post meal. It's back in that range. But after waking up 3 hours with heart racing, this morning blood sugar 64. Half hour later 75. Recently up fat, protein, 2 meals a day? ?
You're fine. You're fine. Those numbers are great. I get down to 45 and I feel fine. So I say you're fine. Again, back to me. Oh my God, your CAC score is elevated. Your CT angiogram is like elevated. And right. Glover, I'm on my live. How you doing?
Go ahead and read it, Alia.
Hi, Dr. Glover.
Oh, Glover, I'm on Dr. Kiltz. Yeah. He's trying to find me.
Hi, Sharon McCabe asks.
Oh,
all these
calling
questions are about Dr. Kiltz. So
Glover's, well, go ahead and ask him. Glover, yeah, we're online on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay.
I'll call you back.
When you're done, I need
All right.
to talk to you.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Sharon would like to know when you were sick if you tested for COVID, when you had the runs, the runs for 2 weeks.
I've never had COVID.
Good job. Okay, there you go. Frank Calabrese, Dr. Kiltz, or doctors, what would you do with CT angiogram with contrast results? Apparently significant coronary artery disease, atherosclerosis, CCS score is 323, 70% blockage, medium to high risk, and LAD. Thanks. That's a lot of abbreviations. Do you understand? Dr. Nelson understands.
It sounds very similar to Dr. Kilt's results, by the way.
Well, again, they're like, what test in medicine says you're going to die next week? None. And so again, I went from 6 to 7, 800, and I've got 50% narrowing. I don't know, blockage, 70% blockage. It's not blockage until it's blocked, in my opinion. And it's kind of crazy. Carnivore is silly. Do a Mediterranean diet, way healthier. This is from Joining 90. I'm not disagreeing with that, by the way. Again, some fruits and vegetables, sometime, but our ancient true Mediterranean diet, I'm not sure we were automatically healthier anyway, but I found that carnivore really, really is like it's like a therapeutic reset. and along with fasting. And you can do some fruits and vegetables sometimes, but we make it too much and we're doing too many raw, I believe. And that's part of our problem. But I would say, whether you're vegetarian, Mediterranean, pescatarian, or carnivarian, faith, positivity, more fasting, 1 meal a day, add more animal fat, because is a Mediterranean absent of animal fat, Dr. Nelson?
No, and I mean, when you talk about Mediterranean diet, really, you could define it 500 different ways. Okay, as far as the content of meat, vegetable, fruits, and all that. But if you can tolerate it, continue to eat whatever you want. If you're tolerating, I personally wouldn't tolerate a diet that includes many of those things, even if low carb or low glycemic. I still don't tolerate it well. Occasionally, I may have a pickle or the avocado, but I don't tolerate well having carbohydrates, so I try to stay away, except the cheese.
And but it's not a carbohydrate; it's a milk product, which ultimately for babies. But look at each of us must find the place for ourselves. But if you're sick and suffering, like the lion diet is like the most amazing therapeutic, along with fasting. But if you're just fasting more and cooking the plants well, adding fat, but live every day with a positive mindset, you're fine. Look at, I never said you have to do a carnivore diet. I just found for me, when I went carnivore, the most amazing change in my body and my mind. But again, we are all on our own journeys. And that's the beauty of it all. And we're getting some good comments. Look at, again, this is the right diet. That's the right diet. I mean, what is the one right diet that we can say everyone will absolutely live the longest to be the healthiest?
We can't. We can't.
We don't know
We
that.
could say that the McDonald's diet is the not healthy diet. That's what we can.
Well, I don't know we could say that, because you can go to McDonald's. Our good friend Ken Berry, I think Kelly Hogan, others have done it. You can
eat
eat
the burger patties. I'm just talking about.
Well, but again, it's kind of like your home or the store you go to. It's what you buy and eat, not the facility itself. I mean, I love McDonald's. My Big Mac fries and a Coke supersized was my favorite meal in the universe. but now if I go there, I buy a bunch of burgers, and they freshly make them, and then if I have a few fries, who cares? Now, to me, if you do them all the time, Shake Shack now fries them in tallow lard, but now I'm like, I know how I fry my fries, because it's always going to be duck grease, tallow, lard, ghee, and I cut them. I take the skin off, and I extra twice fry them and dipped in butter mayonnaise. Yeah. I know numerous people who have healed from a slew of different ailments, including diabetes, cancer, on high-carb plant-based diets consisting of plenty of fruits. That sure is true. Again, we're just sharing a different idea that maybe is true also, right? And so, the hard part to this life is everyone's got to be their own, right? Mm-hmm. Abby Pox, have you definitely changed your tune, Dr. Kiltz? So have I changed my tune, Dr. Nelson?
A little bit, but he's not suggesting go and load yourself on plans. Listen, my point of view is this: if you're metabolically healthy, continue doing what you're doing, whatever it is. If
Well,
your metabolic is sick, you're gonna do better lowering your carbohydrates as much as you can until you may have to eliminate them completely or most of
Well,
the time.
look at. I used to eat the My Plate plan, the Mediterranean plan, and I got sick. When I went keto, it got better. When I went carnivore, it cured. But again, this doesn't mean I'm not going to get a disease and need a doctor, or I'm not going to drop dead tomorrow. None of us know that, but I can tell you, I believe that again, why fasting to me is like the number one. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, number two. Faith, fasting, and we don't eat enough fatty meat, and rare to raw, I think, is amazing, and salt for sure. But I'm softening the story a little bit to be more inclusive of everyone. Yes, I think Mediterranean diet could be good. You know, but again, is it the one? I mean, each person. Yeah, Kiltz should try Rick's heart attack fries, probably.
Probably.
And again, this is the beauty. Okay, let's make it a little controversial so we maybe get some people that want to attack me. I love it. But again, I'm not taking it as a negative. We're just part of the conversation. And that's what we want to do. We want to be the shining light, not to polarize, but to connect and bring us together in better ways. And can people heal on a plant-based diet?
Plenty do. Plenty of people do. However, I've been vegetarian before. Never went to the extreme vegan because I always had occasionally eggs or cheese. But if you eliminate all the sugary stuff, vegetable seed oils, and ultra processed foods, and you eat whole foods and meat, some people don't want to eat meat. That's fine. They do have to supplement heavily. If you get healthier than you were doing that, keep doing it.
I always say remove the poisons. And I'm listed as a liar that I never ate My Plate or Mediterranean. Gee, I'm Italian. I grew up that way. And I have, and I was sick since a little kid. Oh, my mother and father used to, it was all Mediterranean for sure. And, but again, we're bringing a little polarity in here a little bit, get the gloves on a little bit. We love the fight, right? Remember, I was in a gang, kicked out of school, couldn't read in LA, and father in jail. But ultimately, I agree. You know, my grandmother lived 104, smoked Pall Malls, drank Manhattans. But she did get Alzheimer's, dementia, and other things. My parents also. And I believe that carnivore lifestyle, but Dr. Nelson, do you ever eat a plant product?
Occasionally.
Right on. And so
I have said it. I just said it today. I mean, I'll have a pickle avocado or olive sometimes.
Oh, I do a blue cheese
Or
stuff.
hot peppers.
Okay, I think my good friend Lisa, said we're gonna have a martini together. I occasionally have a small, extra filthy, dirty blue cheese stuffed olive martini with lots of olive juice and sips. Remember, most people are guzzling the whiskey, wine, and beer, but it's sips from time to time. Most people are making beer in their belly via fermentation of the plants and the proteins, and 3 to 6 meals a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the beauty of the communities, by the way, and I appreciate Joning90 for her comments, Bolin 82, and all of these things. But what I'm working to do is be the peacemaker. And I mean, I wear this thing because I have faith in the master words of peace for all of us. And we've seen so many people on carnivore get healthy and well, and where they were previously mostly plant-based. And so, but there are stories of plenty of people that were unhealthy and went plant-based and healed. But I will bet my bottom dollar that a carnivore lifestyle, or at least a keto paleo, is far better than a standard mostly plant-based. But many people in the plant-based world also live other ways of health, mindset and meditation, yoga and rest and sunlight and all these sort of things. That's what we're really here to do. Is it isn't one way or another. It could be infinite ways, right, Dr. Nelson?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Let's take the.
Do we have any questions?
We do have questions. We have a couple more questions. WD25A. It could be interesting to see what happens to Dr. Kiltz' CAC score if he swapped his carnivore ice cream for fermented dairy. Worth discussing with Dr. O'Mara again.
You know, here's what I learned in life. All right. You're right. I could eliminate cream, eggs, butter, cheeses, but I choose not to, because I also choose to live in a world of opposites and variety from time to time. I don't eat my ice cream, and quite often my ice cream is just cream and eggs and salt, and that's it. And but again, the idea that, remember, there's sugar in all food you eat, the glycobiome. And one of the best books I've been recommending, where did I put my book on the glycobiome? I don't know. It's somewhere around here. But ultimately, we're missing the point a little bit. There isn't absolutely one diet, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So Rick says, I think he's right, except maybe I'm going to live a little longer.
I have no idea how long. Dr. Nelson, I mean, who amongst us knows exactly? But again, I always say 120.
I love that.
Actually, I say infinite.
More true. More true.
Because we're spiritual energy.
Probably closest to the truth right there. Okay. When is Dr. Kiltz coming to Sydney? I believe it's next June or September. It's
September.
Next September. It's September. UK is June. September is UK is June. England is June.
Steve Marks on KMT, fasting is great. Sarah Franklin, we are not static beings. We live in a constant state of flux. I believe we need to be able to adapt to day to day, month to month, year to year, in order to be the best version of ourselves. Lisa, the eye doctor, has changed her tune as well. Again, and you know, it's kind of funny, but at the same time. But again, I always did eat a little French fries and a martini from time to time anyway. But I think carnivore lifestyle, and Joning, I love your positive message and intentions, though, doctor. Thank you, Joning. I appreciate you. And look, we can have a conversation. I agree with you. I think truly Mediterranean concepts and ideas, but who came out of the Mediterranean region? All of our religions. Think about it. You know, the majority, even again, get the Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoists around the globe. We're global, right? We're migrators. And to me, the Messiah is the master, and it's within all of us. And eat less frequently, add some fat, be more positive, loving, kind, and generous. And rather than be the light that shines and attracts, but attracts us to all be better, not attracting us to be slaughtered. Be the explorer.
I'm sorry. I thought.
Go, Dr.
I want to answer this question for Dr. Kiltz.
Do it.
Because I saw the video as well. Many people are losing their shirt, but he didn't change.
Shirts.
He didn't change his carnivore way he's eating different type of animals right now. He decided for 30 days to do salmon primarily. Calm down, people. He did not go vegan.
I think he said the word potato and broccoli, and people are losing their minds right now.
Okay, well, I'm glad. Look at.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. Look at. I had a bite of broccoli on the beach with Glover last week. He ordered me a great salmon. There's salmon. I was at the Ritz-Carlton Beach Club in Sarasota. He invites me. He's a member. He's like the greatest guy in the universe. And I ordered 2 pieces of salmon, and they added broccoli and some lemon onto the plate. So I actually did a video. I don't know if I put it out there yet.
You didn't yet.
But I even had a bite of broccoli, and I didn't drop dead. It had lots of butter on it and some lemon on it. It was well cooked. But again, to me, it's still bacon, eggs, butter, beef, and salt. All right, some salmon, chicken, bison, pork, lamb, goat, iguana, and eat less frequently. Be more positive no matter what it is. And I might have had some French fries too. Oh, and a martini.
Next, you're gonna do a 6-month celery fast.
Oh my God, Tia's done those celery fasts, and like she got back on beef. She's like, this is bad. Again, it's we're having a conversation in life. Do all of us know, like always, they go to old people and they ask them, well, what did you eat? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the diet that got you old, right?
Not living.
There is no killing or consumption in the prophet kingdom of heaven. And well, we are in heaven. Let's see. Glucose is needed for red cells. Well, glucose uses ATP stored already. Remember, the red cell has a finite lifespan. It does not use glucose for energy. There's no mitochondria in there. Doesn't use it.
There is no mitochondria, no reticulum endoplasmic reticulum, and no lysosomes. But there is glycolysis in the cell because
but I would tell you,
there is no lipid oxidation in 30 trillion red blood cells that we have.
Right, but the red cell has a finite short lifespan. It's built for that. Just like you and I could survive so long without eating because we're built for that. The red cell does not use glucose for energy. It's a glycosylating agent. That's the most important part for all of us to understand. Glycosylation is the most critical.
ATP needs to be produced constantly, every second. The red blood cells would die without ATP.
No. It's just like, remember, we have an artificial red blood cell because the red blood cell is just like a magnet to collect the carbon, CO2, and the oxygen and release them in the right places based on the pH and those sort of things. So ultimately, it has a lifespan based on it's built, but the environment only lasts so long. So I'm just throwing out an opposite story that I think we are generally wrong because, again, it's the iron, the magnet that allows the molecules in its magnetism, its molecular magnetic electrical properties that allow it to work properly. So that's, again, I'm giving you my opinion, even though many people say opposite.
I want to ask this question from Romulo. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. He's Brazilian, 7 months carnivore, eating fatty meat, gained 10 kilos of mostly fat. Insulin resistance got worse. Do you have any tips on what I could try? Dr. Nilsson.
Well, what do you mean by insulin resistance?
Good question.
Not enough information to
Well,
say what's going on there. I know a great place in our Zoom meetings to have ask us questions.
Yeah. Come to the Kiltz Mighty Tribe. Come to our Zoom meetings. Ask the questions directly. There you go. Join the Kiltz Mighty Tribe. Just type in Kiltz Mighty Tribe. You
But
can join
just
for your email.
taking a stab at assuming some information here, probably needs to decrease the amount of food that's eating, the frequency. I don't know how strict he's been with that, if it's fasting or time restricting eating. All those things may have an effect.
Okay.
well, let me get that also, because again, we're not meant to be skinny. Polar bears and many animals must get fat in order to survive the winter or the hunting season or the migration or the hibernation. And I don't know what insulin resistance means. I think it's liver damage. And ultimately, there is a little bit of insulin resistance in getting fat. And remember, meat, when people say fatty meat, most of it is rendered fat, and it's lean meat, which contains a lot of protein, amino acids, but meat contains sugar. And so a lean meat diet does do some glycation for sure. And there was one other comment, if I may. I want to get this. Where was that? Oh, do you think a pure carnivore diet raised your CAC score? From Mateus School. Again, so what car lasts for 100 years?
None.
None. So again, does any test say, oh, Dr. Kiltz, you're going to die in 5 years? How many young people have evidence of heart disease, even though they might have died of an accident or trauma or something like that? Many. And so again, I'm 70 almost. Is some elevation CAC score. I have a lot of calcium deposits in my body, and even that could throw off the results.
Right. Hokua says, I think the point is the conviction which you have in the past conveyed that fats and meats are good. And now you're saying add some fat and carbs if you want. It's just confusing.
Well, yeah, it's very confusing. But look at, so I never say eat no carbohydrates. I say eat mostly animal products, ready to raw with fat, and minimize the plants. So ultimately, is that no plants?
Cook them well.
What's that?
Cook them well.
Cook the plants well or ferment them or soak them or process them in order to make them less toxic. Animal fat, rare to raw, is the healthiest thing we can eat. But again, the diseases in younger people are rising. Infertility is rising in people eating what they thought is a healthy diet. I see it all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not talking about longevity. I mean, the only longevity you're required is reproduction. Once you're done with that and your children are to an age that they can hunt on their own, that's what we're here for. That is it. And so ultimately, I don't like the word carbohydrate. You either eat plants or animals. Animals are healthier to me than plants are. But if you master the proper human diet, even Dr. Berry says you can eat some plants. And Lisa Wiedemann, I never said eat no plants. Minimize, eliminate if you're feeling sick. If you're feeling fine, live the day. But between my friend Craig Humphrey, Jim Slotnick, and Dave Kilmer, who were healthy people who suddenly got cancer and dropped dead, I'm like, well, could the goitrogenic foods be tumorgenic and damaging to our body? And the answer is
yes.
Of course. And so again, the problem with all this testing, our good friend Cindy Vonk I think she had a good CAC score and a treadmill test, and then like within a week or so, she gets heart attack. And so even if you pass with flying colors, you know, we have not proven the absolutes in all of this. Oh, look at our good friend Saladino. And again, it's I think that the plant-based way purely isn't the best way, in my opinion. But you got to do you, right? I'm not dogmatic here to say you got to do anything. I'm just sharing my story. Christopher Ovard says, thank you for being here, everybody, every day. Steve Marks, 73 and calcium buildup as well. Again, I mean, eventually you and I are going to be fertilizer. Our job in life is make yourself the best food and fertilizer before you become those things, right? And I appreciate everyone's opposite opinions and even like lambasting Kiltz, right? You know, I'm gonna they're defunding Kiltzy.
Who's defunding Kiltzy?
and Jonig says many people get sick on plants because they have gut dysbiosis. I agree that, and look at who's our steak guy?
The steak guy?
Yeah, it's James Henry Salisbury steak, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's Salisbury. So seed oil, processed foods, dump them. Wholesome whole foods, low carb, red meat, yes, heaven and on earth. Agree 100%. Maximize the animal products, minimize the plant products. If you're going to mostly eat plants, cook them well, add the fat, and it should be animal fat, not seed plant oils, in my opinion.
Oh, here's a question. Dr. Kiltz, maybe people are confused with your time to time. One time a month or a few times a month or once or twice a year? Are those are upset trying to copy? We're all different. Go Dr. Kiltz.
Well, we're all the same, and yet we have different names and fingerprints and labels and XYZ. And so ultimately, you choose your time to time, not me. Okay, maybe I have my ice cream 4 times a month. Maybe I throw in some French fries once a month. But if we're going out and enjoying, I may throw in even a bite of your celebration of cookie, cake, or ice cream. But again, it's not every day. It's once a week, once a month, once a quarter, once a year. But again, be you, not me, in this journey. But I've found that if you're still sick, faith in God within all of us, 1 meal a day, fatty meat, the Lion's Diet, Michaela Peterson, and get walking in weights. That's what I do. I do 3 to 5 miles a day ish. I lift my heavy weights, and I got a little bit of elbow bursitis. I once had a little bit of calcific tendonitis. I sometimes get a little down and depressed. And what do I do when I'm down and depressed?
You go for a walk?
I play my guitar, I go for a walk, I listen to Nelson and Alia. I call people up to talk to them. My good friend Scott Everson, Lisa Wiedemann, Angela Lero, and then I go live. This elevates my spirit every day. And that's why I've been doing it. Literally 20 plus years ago, I started doing a morning meditation. And I wrote a book. What's the name of my book? Where the heck is
Daily Inspirations.
Daily Inspirations. And we're getting all those on Audible, hardback, softback, Kindle, all of them. And now I'm taking my molecular fertility, male preconception, which has all my vitamins, along with omega-3s, ubiquinol, vitamin D3, K2, Dr. Berg's, by the way. And Dr. Boz turned me on to the algae bits, energy bits. And I'm getting some testing that they wanted to look at, Dr. Ovadia. And Dr. Ovadia said, Kiltz, no to statins. And But again, I'm listening to all sorts of sides in this. For
Dr.
sure. And
Kiltz.
I'm having some Kiltz coffee in a Kiltz cup.
Are you planning on baby number 2 with the preconception vitamins?
Of course, I have infinite babies, but my babies are your babies. We have over 30,000 babies created from CNY fertility over the years.
Beautiful.
My daughter Pilar, Julia, I tell her she's having 9 more, and I'm the real baby of life. My sweetie Tia takes really good care of Kiltzy, and is it always peaceful?
No. Matthew Burns says he met Dr. Kiltz and Dr. Nelson at Low Carb USA, and they inspired 35 pounds of weight loss in 50 days. Nice.
And I'm going to go to the vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean talks too.
Hold on that, because Matthew and I are going to be collaborating. I want you to be on my 3 p.m. Live stream, Matthew, and I know I'm going to be with you. We met in San Diego. You had a long conversation with him out in the deck, Dr. Kiltz. This is Michael. Matthew, sorry. And since Low Carb San Diego, he has lost 35 pounds.
That's
Low
amazing.
Carb San Diego was
June.
middle of August.
It was great.
Oh,
And
August.
again, we got Hack Your Health, low carb. We've got the meat stock. And we're going to do some Kiltz Mighty Tribe meetups around the country and the globe. We're working on that for 26, quarterly at least. And again, we want everyone to be a member for free. And we're going to make it a connection where you can get all of our books digitally for free. We recommend buy a paper copy. Remember, all the money we bring in, it's in order to feed the beast, to grow the content and ideas, and making the Dr. Nelson, Alia, and all of our brothers and sisters story of healing humanity.
Love it. Let's see here. Oops. Yeah, we got to do the giveaway. Hashtag KMT to win a t-shirt. Now Dr. Kiltz is making me sing. T-shirt.
Put hashtag KMT, everybody. Oh, you're getting
Too late. Too late. Barb,
No
congratulations. Please email me your address and your t-shirt size, and we will ship that off to you.
Alia at
drkiltz.com. Barb has my email on speed dial.
And how do we get a hold of Dr. Nelson?
Dr. Nelson.
Alia at drkiltz.com.
Dr. Nelson at drnelson.com. But you're right, because Dr. Nelson is like me. Email Alia, but Alia and everyone opens up Kiltz's and Dr. Nelson's and all of us. But we're on this journey together. Whether you're a vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, pescatarian, carnivarian, Kiltz is softening the story in order to open the gates for all of us to be part of the Healing Humanity Roadshow. And Megan Bottler says, thank you for showing up every day. And ultimately, we're building, we get about 180. We want to get 500, 5,000, 5 million. And again, we're doing this at multiple times during the day. We're going to split it up and we're going to bring in our coaches that can help coach, but also can help co-host our Mighty Tribe meetups around the globe. And we're going to create, so we can have, in your local environment, you could create a KMT chapter and bring the word in the way and faith in God first, eat the fatty meat, and fasting, and it brings the best fitness. And what's coming up in about 1 minute?
Mitch is coming up.
And play the guitar, the flute, the banjo, the harmonica, drums, piano. Our job in life is to paint, go do some pottery, and you could still get a cup on Kiltz Health or KiltzCups.com, or even on Dr. Kiltz, you can find it all, right?
Yep, that's right. All right,
And-
everybody.
We love everyone, and thank you, my
Bye-bye.
vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, pescatarian, carnivore friends. I'll see you guys later. I got to go to surgery. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.